let me probably set up this video.
Hi, my name is Linda Flores, and today I am going to speak about houseplants. I will introduce you to my panel, and that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And did you introduce yourself too, Celeste?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So let's begin. First of all, do you know what kind of air you're breathing? Do you know that we spend 90% of our time indoors? Do you know what kind of air your family and yourselves are breathing? Well, I'd like to talk to you, or I'd like to tell you really few easy ways to create clean air in your home. And that is by having plants. As you can see, I have plants. I have a plant here, plants here, all over. And I keep plants in my home in order to clean the air that we breathe. There have been studies, I'm just not making this up, there's actually studies out there that NASA created back in 1989 to see the photosynthesis that these plants create. And what they do is they clean the air that we breathe. Through photosynthesis, they scrub the air of carcinogens and like formaldehyde and benzene, and they release oxygen into the air that we breathe. So there, that was in 1989 that NASA created these experiments. Out of their experiments, some they had like the top 10 plants. And out of the top 10 plants that we have, I'll show you here, this is called a peace lily. And this needs very little watering, really nice plant here, and creates fresh air. This one's a snake plant, also known as a mother-in-law plant. And here is an aloe vera plant that I brought in from outside, and I'll show you a little bit more about that in a minute, what aloe vera does. But what they do is they scrub the air that we breathe. And especially when we spend a lot of time indoors. We come home from work, we want to spend time at home. So it'll refresh the air that we breathe by having houseplants. As I showed you the 3 houseplants, I have many houseplants, but those are some of the top 3 that I want to talk to you about, and how they release good oxygen and clean your environment. I have 6 different websites that I am going to share with you. One is on thetime.com, and it's called Health Research about plants. The other one is the earth911.com. Also, they have better breathing in 6 of the best plants for the indoors. There's another one called www.preventive.com health indoor plants also. I will give you a list at the end of this presentation. www.brit.com, and there was a goodnet.org article in there, as well as extensive .umedu. It's an actual college that did studies. Okay, so we're going to start with the aloe vera. It is very easy to plant, very hardy. You plant it outside in lights, and it also, if you break it, it has a liquid inside the aloe vera that you can use topical. You can use it as for burns, skin rashes, etc. I've even had some people cut it and put it in shakes to help them with their immune system. So aloe vera has been around for a long, long time, for over 6,000 years. The Egyptians used to use it. back in the day. Also, let's see, the next one that we have here is the snake plant, also known as the mother-in-law's tongue. It's pointy, it also cleans the air and removes formaldehyde, smog, and other things like that. Like the aloe vera plant, it releases oxygen into the air, removes carbon dioxides at night while you're sleeping. So they're really good plants to keep in your bedroom. So while you sleep, it'll help you with your breathing in your air. Also, these plants are very easy to maintain, and you know, some people say, well, I have a black thumb, I can't. They're really easy to maintain, and you will be able to plant these and raise them. Also, we talked about the peace lily. Peace lily also removes numerous chemicals, vapors, including acetone, ammonia, benzene, formaldehyde, and xylene, and some other chemicals. It also reduces the humidity. This is the peace lily here. This is what we're talking about. Also, it's easy to maintain. Remember that these are the top 3 that I've chosen and that they've used in the different, and all the different 6 websites, and you can go on there and you'll read in detail what each plant does. I picked the top 3 of them, and which is again the aloe vera, the peace lily, and the snake's plant. So let's change the air that we breathe, invest in buying some plants, house plants. You could share clippings. I sometimes, as you can see here, you have different, like you can, actually with this one plant that I have here, you can probably create 3 different plants. The same thing with the aloe vera. If you take it apart and you can share clippings with your family members, it's a easy, you know, it's not very costly to get these plants. Also, if y'all didn't know, Walmart, Home Depot, after you purchase the plants, and if they die, you can take them back and they'll replace them for you. So, you know, why not invest in the air that we breathe? Why not help your environment, your family, and yourselves to have cleaner air in your home? And it's an easy investment by having some houseplants in your home. Okay, so now we're gonna go to the question and answers segment of it. So do y'all have any questions? Anyone?
How often do you water your plants?
What I usually do is either once or twice a week. I usually touch the soil to make sure that it's not too wet, because if you put too much water in them, they would drown. Yes.
What type of injuries can the aloe vera heal?
Cuts, minor cuts, scratches, burns, anything like that. Okay.
Is there a specific weather environment, like temperature, that they need to be at?
No, most like these, they just need a little bit of light. As you see, I have a light here that you can use fluorescent lights, outside lights, either by a window seal. The aloe vera, usually I keep it outside. I just brought it in so I could show it to you, but I keep this in a sunny part of the house. The lily doesn't, the peace lily doesn't need a lot of sun, so it can just be underneath the lamp or close to a window seal. Any other questions? All right. Well, thank you, and I hope that you guys will go out and buy some plants and to clean your air.